To share just a few thoughts about my son. Dennis is actually the 4th generation with the name Dennis Barnes. But uniquely, each one of us have a different middle name. So when the Lord gave Dennis to me, I wanted him to have a name that meant something. And in the Arabic word for king is Malik. So this is who I'm sharing with the world on today. This is how I've always viewed Malik, as my son, my king. One of the things I would like to just share about Dennis is what Mrs. James mentioned earlier, is what it is to be a leader as far as influence and giving back and so forth. I just want to share a few qualities that Dennis has adhered to his own. I tried to instill in him these different traits of just what it means to be a leader. By definition, a leader is the one who's usually in charge, the person who convinces other people to follow. A great leader inspires confidence in others and moves them to action. In my household, I teach my children as a leader. You know, leaders are always forever learning. And simply said, I would say leaders are readers. If you're not reading, someone else is. And in doing that, overall, the true identification of a leader is one that gets result. I can truly say on today, just by the result of all you lovely people that's here today, that King Malik is truly a leader. He's one that's humble, he's one that's honest, and he has integrity. And above all, I challenge you, Malik, to always give back, because the identity of a true leader is to serve. And I thank God, and I'm honored to be called your father. Here is to King Malik.
Good morning, everybody. I just want to thank you all for coming out on today. First, I want to acknowledge God. I give all glory and honor to God. I thank Him for allowing me to be here on today. I thank Him for allowing me to accomplish everything that I've accomplished. I want to acknowledge my parents, Dr. Dennis and Reba Barnes, and I would like to acknowledge Ms. Denise James. I thank her for helping me and guiding me through this process as my counselor. And ultimately, I would like to acknowledge the IHSNO staff and everybody that has helped me over the course of my high school career. Today, I am pleased to announce my final college decision for the fall of 2023. It is an honor and privilege to be accepted to the Ivy League Cornell University's College of Engineering and
Yes. Thank you, Lord. Congratulations, Malik.
I express great gratitude for the support system in both high school and at home, and professors at the collegiate level. I have committed to Cornell University and intend to pursue computer science to later move on to practice software development. Today is an exciting day for me and my family, and I look forward to working with Cornell's College of Engineering over the course of my undergraduate education. Again, I just want to thank you all for coming out today. Thank you for your support. Thank you for the love. And ultimately, I give all glory and honor to God again.
Okay, any questions for Malik or anybody? We'll let Malik answer questions first.
Thank you.
Malik, why Cornell out of all the other schools?
Definitely. So I know that it was a big point that I made over the course of, all the interviews, all the media, all the press, that I would like to go to a school that would set me up the best, that would give me a quality education. And for what it is that I'm trying to do for my undergraduate education, I want to do computer science. Cornell is the best Ivy League for engineering. I've done my research on it, and it was something that definitely appealed to me. I would like to get away from New Orleans. I love my city, but I do want to venture out and experience new things and see different things that I haven't seen before. So those were all really big factors in my selection to go into Cornell.
You promise to come back home?
Definitely, always, my family here.
Malik, what do you hope to get out of your college experience?
As far as a college experience, I would like to make interactions, meet new people, definitely get a good education and leave with a degree, of course. I would like to have bonds, that I could have long term, beyond college, just get an understanding, a different perspective of the world, and have my eyes open and my perceptions changed by the people around me, for the better, of course.
Malik, we see this on ESPN. We see this in sports all the time. How big of an honor is this to be in education in New Orleans?
It's definitely an honor. I know that it's unique. I've broken a record that's never been done before. So I definitely do acknowledge everything that has come to me, all the support, all the celebration, the acknowledgement. And like I say all the time, I give all glory and honor to God.
Malik, what's been the hardest?
Wait for this big cover. That happens every once in a while here on beautiful St. Charles front. All right, go ahead, Kenny. I'm sorry.
Malik, what's been the hardest part of your high school leading you up to this point? What was the most difficult thing to get you to this point?
The most difficult part, I would say, is, just always having drive. That's another point that I've been asked a lot over the course of this, this acknowledgement in the media. People always ask me, what was the hardest part? That is definitely a question, but one thing that I say all the time is that I thank God for allowing me to stay consistent. It's not always easy because there are days where you don't feel like going, you don't feel like keep moving, you don't feel like working, those tired days. So I definitely thank God for allowing me to get through those days, but that was definitely the hardest part. I would say the days where I'm tired or maybe burnt out or whatever the case may be, and I thank God for it.
Malik, your family obviously believes in education. They have a strong faith. They obviously seem like a very encouraging family. How much of this, of your whole life, from the day you were born, has your family contributed to this drive and leadership in you?
As my father said when he was up here speaking, it's definitely some ideals, morals, a foundation that they have definitely instilled in me. I give them a lot of credit, and I thank God for them because they're always there for me. They're always in my ear, and I know that they have my best interests at heart. So they're always going to guide me and lead me in a direction that I know is going to be best for me. So I trust them, definitely.
Were there days you wanted to go out with your friends and do fun things, and they're like, no, you got to hit the books at home? Do y'all kind of have those days?
Of course. I think that's pretty common, but I will say that those days may have been for the better. I mean, I know that they have my best interests at heart, so even when those days do come, I don't take it as a point to be mad or, get upset with them. I just take it for the better and keep it moving. It's going to be another day.
Malik, was there a piece of advice somebody gave you at the school that kind of stuck with you and you're going to take it with you as you go to Cornell? Something that just really rings out true in your head?
I will say this. I'm a child I've been called a sponge. People give me advice all the time. I hear things from people all the time, older people, younger people. It doesn't really make a difference to me who I hear it from, but I know that I have my own judgment. I can process things whenever it comes to me, and I listen to everything everybody tell me, and that's one thing that I think is definitely a strong aspect of my character. I could take advice, so I wouldn't say that one specific person gave me any advice because I've been listening to a lot of people. A lot of people have been in my ear, and I take it into consideration whenever I move and make decisions.
Are you ready for the upstate New York winters?
Definitely. I come from an Eskimo background. My mom she's an Alaskan native. She was born in Fairbanks, Alaska. I definitely am. I'm prepared for it. I've been exposed to it.
Malik, ¿cómo ha influenciado tu educación internacional haber recibido todas estas becas y escoger la Universidad de Cornell?
Como dijo antes, es una cosa, yo quería que me ayudaban económicamente, yo quería que me ayudaran por una educación que sería bueno por lo que quiero hacer. Yo quiero estudiar la computadora, si yo quiero hacer también, ¿cómo se dice? law. Entonces, los leyes, perdóname, pero definitivamente yo voy a decir que lo que está ofreciendo la instituto que quiero ir, ellos me ayudaron mucho con todo hacer esta decisión. Gracias, señora.
Malik, all of us have a teacher in our lives that inspired us to go in the direction that we eventually went in. Was there one who inspired you to go in this ultimate direction, not Cornell, but where you want to lead your profession, your livelihood one day?
One thing that I could say is that I've always known what I wanted to do from a young age. I've always known that I wanted to do computer science. I know initially it started out with mechanical engineering. When I first was looking at professions, I was kind of between the two. I'm still very interested in that, but I think it came down to which one I'm going to do first and which one I'm going to prioritize. And so from a young age, like I said, I know what I wanted to do, and I've came to the conclusion that software engineering is definitely something that I'm interested in and want to pursue.
What's your thought, a young man of your age, with the AI revolution that's happening in this country and around the world for that matter?
That's something that I'm definitely fascinated with. It's something that I would like to be a part of. It's definitely growing in a lot of different ways, and I would like to be a part of that development to help it grow and excel, over the next coming years.
Are you already getting job offers or companies just kind of, yes?
Definitely internships. I've been acknowledged. I've been awarded pretty much for all of my accomplishments, and I thank God for it. So yes.
Is there a leader, a musician, anybody that you look up to that you want to shake their hand and talk to and just pick their brain for a while? Who would it be and why?
You want me to be completely honest? I would want to meet President Obama or Miss Oprah Winfrey. Those two people, because I think that those two people are definitely influential. They have made history, especially Oprah as a black woman, and Obama. He was the first black president of the United States. So definitely I would like to meet them. I would like to shake hands with them. And I would definitely, like I say all the time, I seek advice. I would definitely seek advice from those two individuals. I believe that they have something that they can share to help me move forward.
I know you just talked about seeking advice. What advice would you give to other students the same age as you?
One thing that I would say is start what you finish. Keep God first. Not everybody's religious, but one thing that I would definitely encourage is to keep God in the midst. I know that that's something that's always worked for me. That's the way I was raised. That may not work for everybody, but I know that I could have a testimony, and I say that God has been in the midst in everything that I do. I keep God first. That along with keeping my education a priority. My parents has always preached the importance of education to me, so definitely having an idea for the importance of education and keeping it a priority in, everything that I do. It's easy to get distracted as a teenager. I'm not saying that nothing's wrong with that. The days where you want to have fun, like you asked me, and it's not nothing wrong with having fun and doing different things, but I think that whenever you have your mind made up and you determined to get something done, then it can have a definite effect. When there's a will, there's a way. So when you have a will to get done what you want to get done, it's definitely going to happen, and your dreams and aspirations are going to come true.
I wanted to ask Dr. Reba Barnes a question, please.
Yeah, if you can step to the microphone, Reba, but stand close there.
Come on, moms deserve a lot of credit here. Both you and your husband have doctorate degrees in pharmacology, and did you recognize when he was young that he was gifted intellectually, or no, was he average guy who just studied hard?
No, he was gifted. Malik was very inquisitive, very busy, but he was a very smart kid. I would say at like 1.5, he was working the DVR. I mean, the VCR, the DVR. He's always been very inquisitive and always on point with everything. Just always had it together. He made it very easy for us.
Did y'all read to him a lot? There's a lot of research that shows parents that read to their children when they're young. That makes an incredible difference on outcome in life.
We did read to him, and we also played a lot of classical music when he was little. Yeah, we did.
You're proud.
I am. I'm very proud. I am a little sad that he's going away so far because I'm gonna miss my baby now. But yeah, very proud.
Can I piggyback on that?
Yeah.
Oh.
Come to the mic.
Okay.
Please.
Yes, it was when he was about 1.5 when he would operate the DVD player. He'd open up this book of over 200 CDs and go up and operate it, and even hit the input button. That really shocked me. I'm like, okay. But Dr. Berger can attest, because she's known Malik since young days. For me, it was defining. In his 3rd grade, he had to do a presentation. And this young man didn't just do coloring and draw a picture and present this. He actually did a PowerPoint presentation. And a lot of it was in Spanish also. And for me, that was when he became the teacher and me the student.
Are had friends that have gone, maybe down a path that they shouldn't have, and what can we do to keep kids on the path that you have followed?
Actually, one thing, that question actually, it triggered something. I had an interview and somebody made it a point to me, leave New Orleans, never come back, trying to get my perspective on it. And one of the things that they did say was kind of like what you're asking me now. They asked me, what do you do with the kids that, aren't going on as good a path as you are? I would say definitely meet them where they at, continue to encourage them to move forward and to do what they want to do. Everybody has a goal for themselves to some degree. They have something that they want to do, whether it's big or small. So one thing that I would definitely encourage for, like you said, the individuals that you're talking about, I would say continue to motivate them, continue to work with them and meet them where they at. I think that we definitely do. Like I said on another interview, I think they asked me what would I would like to see in the city of New Orleans. I think that more funding and different programs in our education can definitely make a difference. That's just a starting point. I wouldn't say that that's the only thing that will get us where we need to be, but it's definitely a starting point, just to invest more into our students.
Malik, how much is the scholarship that Cornell is giving you?
I cannot, to be honest with you, I can't tell you the exact number. I don't know it off the top of my head, but I am aware of what they're offering me, and I'm very happy with the offer that they're giving me.
What was Cornell's admissions reaction when you called them and said, after all this, I decided to come?
They welcomed me with open arms.
Who would you say were your top 3 schools out of everyone that you got acceptances from?
I really couldn't tell you, to be honest. I've always known that I wanted to go to Cornell, so it was never really an option, to be honest. Once I received the admission, I knew that that's where I was going. I didn't really look at nobody else.
All right. Any other questions? We're good? So they'll be hanging around if you want to get some more B-roll and stuff. And of course, the scholarships are on the table there, the letters, and all of the schools he was offered accepted to are over there along the computers where Meg is there. So if you want to shoot some of that. Thank you all for coming. Oh, go ahead. A closing statement from our head of school was to thank everybody for coming.
I just wanted to thank everyone for coming. We really appreciate all the love that you've shown to Dennis Malik here. And we appreciate all the love that you've shown to International High School of New Orleans. We are an international baccalaureate program that focuses on world languages and intercultural appreciation. And as you can see through Dennis's Spanish that he's been learning for his entire life, that's what we value. We value for our students to be prepared for a global economy. So thank you for coming here. We appreciate your time. We appreciate all the love that you're giving to us and to Dennis, and look forward to working with you more.